Hey guys, welcome back to my Sunday review wrap-up. These are all the films that I've checked out during the week, and I'm going to talk about some streaming things as well. But as far as physical media goes, which is right here, let's get through this stack pretty quick. We don't want to be here all night, guys. We don't. So, of course, on Wednesday, I checked out Leprechaun 1 and 2 for St. Patrick's Day. Did a review on it, so I'm not going to stay with that too long, guys. Check this out, 7-film collection. As well as the 2017 Joss Whedon version of Justice League. We checked that out, did a review on that. Now, let's get to some other titles that I checked out during the week. Just finished watching this before I came out here and filmed this video. The Private Eyes, Don Knotts, Tim Conway. They're private investigators working for the Yard, trying to solve a murder. A lot of zany comedy in this one, guys. This is one that I watched a lot when I was younger. And it still holds up pretty good. 91 minutes. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. I think it says 1980 on the back here. So 1980. Yeah, and it's not a bad film. It's really not. Like I said, a lot of slapstick comedy with these two involved. Now, here's one that I checked out last night. Falls into that category. You know, we had The Abyss. We had Leviathan. And we had Deep Star 6. From Kino Lorber, 1989, 99 minutes. It was good. Definitely has like that alien, underwater alien vibe kind of to it. But, you know, maybe not like Alien, but definitely, you know, along that same kind of line. This is produced and directed by Sean S. Cunningham, you know, Mr. Friday the 13th himself. But yeah, guys, it was definitely not a bad film. I think I kind of remember seeing this when I was younger, but again, you know, you see movies like this, because I really love The Abyss, so that kind of might blend into, you know, me remembering this one that much. But this is good. Definitely worth checking out. Definitely worth checking out. Now here's another one that I watched a lot when I was younger. But you always have, you know, that nostalgia for a film, and it doesn't hold up to it. Doesn't, you know, it doesn't stick with you as well, you know, checking out when you're older. And that's House, starring William Catt. And it's good, but it's just not as good as I remember it being. It's still sealed here. It's from Arrow. It was actually on Amazon Prime, so I checked it out streaming. I was a little too lazy to get up and just go grab my disc and open it up and pop it on. But, you know, basically with this, you have him, he buys his newly departed aunt's house, and he's looking for, basically what happened was, his aunt always said this house is haunted. And, you know, he's an author, writing like horror books. And his son, while out this house, his son goes missing. His son has gone missing. His wife, you know, they both, you know, now they're divorced. Him and his wife are divorced, basically because he blames himself for his son going missing, and just, you know, him trying to, you know, discover what happened, because his son just went like vanished out of like nowhere. He sees his son like basically drowning in a pool. He jumps in the pool. His son's nowhere to be seen, and could not find his son in this pool. So it's kind of just like, you know, what's going on, all this other, you know, all this other supernatural things that are happening. But it's good. It's just not, it doesn't live up to what I remember it being when I was younger. Now, there are a couple films on here that I do have in my pile here that were not as strong as I was hoping they were going to be. And the first one is another Kino title, and this is War Gods of the Deep. Vincent Price, Underwater World of Atlantis. You don't really see a lot in this one, guys. It was disappointing. It really was. You know, Vincent Price is basically like, you know, the in charge in the city. You have Tab Hunter, who goes searching for this girl who has gone missing down to the city. Vincent Price believes her to be like, you know, basically a reincarnation of his, you know, wife who has passed away. And yeah, there's just not a lot to this film. Vincent Price is just, you know, Vincent Price, he can be over the top, but he's still fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic, guys. You know, he saves this movie. He at least makes this movie watchable. Because there are some things that just drag on way too long. There's not a lot of different scenery that's going on in this. And there's an underwater scene when they're actually, you know, trying to escape. And these, I think they're like Atlanteans who are trying, you know, but they're like mutated, like they're like sea creatures. And they're trying to stop them. And it just drags on and on and on. The film looks nice. It does. It's a remastered in HD from Kino. But still, Vincent Price, even with his strong performance, he can't save this film. He just can't. It's definitely it's one of his weaker ones, not because of him, but just because of the film itself. But if you have to have it because it is a Vincent Price film, then definitely by all means pick it up. But other than that, yeah, he's on the screen for a while, but it's more of a Tab Hunter film than it is a Vincent Price film. So War Gods of the Deep, it was disappointing. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but yeah, I just couldn't get into it, guys. Now here's one that completely let me down. It came in the monthly horror pack subscription box, and that is Panic, starring Rebecca Romijn Stamos. I keep saying Stamos for some reason. It just rolls off the tongue. It's just Rebecca Romijn. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I did that when I was doing the unboxing, the monthly horror pack. I said the same thing. It just rolls off the tongue for some reason. But this film, if I was giving this film a score, 1 out of 10, it was a letdown. It really was. You had this young girl who basically she wants to go move to Australia, and she's working as a pizza delivery person. She goes into this rich area. She's trying to make money so she can go to Australia. Goes into this rich area to deliver pizza, and she stumbles across a satanic cult led by Rebecca Romijn. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it, guys. They want this girl. They find out she's a virgin. They want to have her impregnated. With the devil spawn, basically, and it's supposed to have some comedy to this, and there are some comedic scenes, but for me, they kind of fall flat. It's only an hour and a half, but I couldn't wait for this to be over. To me, it was agonizing watching this. It really was, but I wanted to make it through it, but it was, hoping for something, redeeming about it, but for me, guys, personally, it just was not my kind of film. It was not my kind of film. Now, here's another one that was in the monthly horror pack. Which again, thank you, Monthly Horror Pack, for sending me all, there's 4 films for review. But this one was the Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray, and that is Werewolf. Now this was good, guys. This was actually pretty good. It wasn't super, super strong, but it was still a good watch. There are some scenes that can seem like it drag on a little bit, but overall, it was not a bad film. You basically have some of these kids, like right here, I guess, and see here in the on the cover. Now again, it's called Werewolf. There are no werewolves in this film. Okay? Let's just get that right. There are no werewolves in this film. Basically, what you have are these kids who are being held captive. And this is 1945. And, they're being held by the Germans. And they are liberated, basically, by soldiers. I believe they're Soviet soldiers. And they're liberated. They're taken away, and they're at this, this mansion. And the woman who's taking care of them, she was also at one time being held, by the Germans. And basically what happened is when these children were liberated from this camp, the dogs that were the German shepherds, basically, that were there, they were freed. They ran feral now. So they're looking for food. That's basically why you have, on the cover, they're hungry. And they will rip anybody apart who they come in contact with. So these kids, try to get, some kind of, semblance of life going, normal life. They don't have a lot of food. They don't have a lot of them to eat and drink. Their clothing. They don't have a lot of things to wear. But they're liberated. They're free. And unfortunately for them, now these dogs are on the loose. So they have to, try to get away from them, try to get free. And this kid right here, you guys can see, this kid right here, there are some definitely psycho vibes going with him, like Anthony Perkin, psycho vibes. Alfred Hitchcock. This kid is he's creepy. He is really, really creepy in this film, and it's subtitled. But again, it's not a bad film. I want to look at the year on this one, 20. I keep saying 19 for some reason. I think because these older films. 2018, 88 minutes. Not bad, though. This was definitely not a bad film to check out. It was one that I knew nothing about. It had nothing to do with werewolves. And I had a feeling from the cover it wasn't going to have to do with werewolves. But it's not a bad film at all, guys. Definitely worth checking this one out. Now we have the one Miscalled Trilogy from Arrow Video. I only watched the first film so far, guys. So you might see this one pop up again in a future Sunday review video. But the first film, really good. Really good. Definitely has those Ring vibes to it. But only, with the cell phone. These, I want to say like they're high schoolers or, maybe like early college. They keep getting calls. If they get a call, this ringtone, all of a sudden they says one missed call. And if you get this, you might get a voicemail, that has you like screaming on the other end. You're going to know how you're going to die, or maybe you'll get an image of you dying. It's creepy. It's really, really creepy. And I don't want to give. If you know Japanese horror from this time, this is 2003. With The Ring. With this one, Dark Water, films like that. You know what you're gonna get. The Japanese supernatural. Films like The Grudge, things like that ghost Japanese ghost kind of movies. These things can be creepy. If done right, they can be creepy. And this one has some creepy freaking scenes in it, guys. It absolutely does. I jumped a few times. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but I gotta give this one away, guys. I have to give this one away. There was one scene where this girl is trying to get away from this spirit, and as she does, her head just basically keeps on twisting and twisting and twisting until it pops on off, and you see the head on the ground, and you see her body just like moving around. I don't mean to chuckle, guys, but it is like, holy crap! It is creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. You gotta laugh a little bit, because if you don't, you're gonna be terrified, because there are definitely some terrifying shots in this film. But I'm looking forward to checking out the other two. I want to see where they're gonna go with this, as I say, with this trilogy. But that was the physical media that I checked out during the week. Now, as far as streaming, I said I want to do streaming as well. Now, you can say house, because I did watch that on Amazon Prime, so I can go physical or streaming. But I also checked out, obviously, who can forget, the Snyder Cut. I did a video review on it, guys. I'm not gonna get into too long on it. To me, my favorite DC movie ever. It was hands down, in my opinion. It was fantastic. It was everything that I had hoped it was gonna be, and so much more. Absolutely adored it. Absolutely loved it. I need to watch it again. I really do. I gotta set aside 4 hours to watch it again. It was great. There was nothing in that film that I can find wrong with. I love it. Absolutely loved it. But what else did I check out this week? Obviously, Falcon and Winter Soldier started on Disney Plus for episode 1. Good start to the series. You can see that it's not just going to be about action with this show. There's going to be some drama involved too, especially involving Bucky. There's going to be some heavy drama for him, for his character development, and even with Falcon, with Sam. Definitely having some, there's going to be some character development. Just like with WandaVision, there's going to be a lot of character development with these two. It's not just going to be about action. I checked that out. I also checked out, what I did was I finished Big Bang Theory. Now, here's one that I started back in January. I'd never seen the show when it first aired, guys. I know. Great show, but I never watched it. But I went through all 12 seasons within 2 months. It was on HBO Max. Fantastic. Absolutely loved the show. Fell in love with the show. The characters, the chemistry, everything, fantastic. I cannot believe I didn't watch it when it was originally on. Really kicked myself for that one, guys. But it's nice when you can just binge it and watch it all, and get through it without having, season after season. But, again, I don't really get into too many shows that are, weekly on TV. But this one, I kind of kicked myself for not seeing it when it was on originally. But now that I saw it, I know why everybody loves it so much, and I absolutely adore it and love it as well. And it's one that, if I can ever get a good price, I will pick up the entire season or entire series on Blu-ray. And let me see, what else, guys? Finally, yes, I can't forget this. This is the big one. For me, it wasn't just the Snyder Cut, yeah, that was my big one. My biggest release of the entire year. I don't care what else comes out this year. That was my biggest release. But here's a show that I heard so many good things about, and because I'm a Jurassic Park fan, Jurassic Park / Jurassic World fan, you would have thought that I would have seen this already, but I hadn't. It's animated and it's CGI, and everybody, it's always for kids. It's not just for kids. Absolutely not. It doesn't matter if you're a Jurassic Park fan, Jurassic World fan, a kid, an adult, doesn't matter. Camp Cretaceous is freaking fantastic. The animation is great in that show. The dinosaurs are freaking terrifying, some of them. They look fantastic. Absolutely, hands down, without a doubt, incredible. Absolutely incredible. I binged the entire first season. It's only 8 episodes for first season. So I've only made it through the first season so far, not the second. But I binged all of them during the week. Fantastic. Absolutely thought it was great. Hopefully down the road we'll get like a physical release of that. I would buy it day one. It was great. I loved it. I absolutely had all that kind of feeling of what a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World film can bring you. it was great. I can't believe we'd have waited this long to watch, because you guys know I love cartoons too, so it's not like it's a big deal because it is. But I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So guys, that's my plan for Sundays. Is just do like a weekly wrap up on Sundays of everything I watched during the week, whether it be physical or streaming. Doesn't matter. Everything I watched during the week. And hopefully you guys will like that. And here's one thing you guys can do for me too. You guys want to leave me some comments. What I have is I have HBO Max, I have Disney Plus, I have Netflix, and I have Amazon Prime. If you guys see any hidden gems that you guys think that I might like, shoot me a comment down below and let me know, because especially Amazon Prime, there's so many things on there. I just can't get through every single thing that's on there. There's so many things to watch. But if you guys have any hidden gems that you found on there that you think I might like, let me know, please. I'd really appreciate it. But I will catch you guys in another video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Have a great night. I'll see you guys. Bye.